Ladies and gentlemen, we are back with yet another video of the AZ Sports Fan. Thank you so very much for coming back, guys. I really do appreciate it. Now, this video, I wanted to talk about the pre-game matchup, Arizona Cardinals versus the San Francisco 49ers. Now, I just want to do a real quick sound check. If you guys can hear me in the chat, if you guys are out there, put some fist pumps in the chat below, just so we're aware of who is here, and we can go ahead and get started here. I'm super excited about it. We're 2 days away from the kickoff for the Arizona Cardinals versus the San Francisco 49ers. There's a lot of different topics out there that I wanted to talk about, and that's what we're going to dive into today. Let's take a look to see who's in the house. We got Marco Smith, we got Nina, we got Tweak, we got Lennon Wolf, Josiah, Marco Smith again. Welcome, everybody. It's a fantastic Friday night if you're in Arizona time. It is currently 6:01, and we're 2 days away. 2 days away, or I guess a day and a half now, from the Arizona Cardinals playing the San Francisco 49ers, and I could not be any more excited about this. We're going to dive into it here shortly. We're going to take it to the comments. We're going to have an interactive show here, so super excited about it. Let's get this going here. First topic I wanted to talk about, and this is something that just came out that I wasn't aware of that happened, was Keyshawn Johnson, our wide receiver, second year coming into the NFL, has been put on the COVID list. Now, he is actually out for this week 1. I don't know what the extent is for the games to come. Unfortunately, we don't really know where that stands, but as of right now, it's for sure that Keyshawn Johnson will not play against the San Francisco 49ers. Now, first thoughts when I thought about this was like, dang, like that's too bad. I really do want Keyshawn Johnson to be that number 4 wide receiver. Now, I do understand that maybe Andy Isabella maybe had a little bit more of an up than Keyshawn Johnson. It's crazy because I see them both as such different wide receivers in my eyes. We have Andy Isabella, which is basically your speedster, your jet sweep type of guy, the guy that's able to take the top off any defense because he just has a quick running style, and he runs, I believe it's like a 4.3 or something like that. So super quick guy, really shifty, awesome guy. And then we have Keyshawn Johnson, which is on the opposite side of the coin. This guy is a master route runner. Now, once I heard Keyshawn Johnson is out, I'm like, dang, like, I don't know. I just really feel bad. I hope he's not out for the entirety of the year. I don't think it's going to happen, but it's a for sure thing that he is not going to be playing this coming Sunday against the San Francisco 49ers. Now, we are going to dive into it here shortly. I feel like that was a big thing, a big notable thing to talk about was Keyshawn Johnson not being out. Do you guys feel like it's a big loss for the Arizona Cardinals that Keyshawn Johnson will not be there? We'll take it to the comments and see what you guys have to say. Super excited about it. And yeah, we're going to go ahead and take it from here, guys. So what we're going to do, because I know that, you know, YouTube has this really weird policy with that word. So we're going to call it like the virus or something like that. So although I might put your stuff up here, I might just kind of, you know, say the virus. I apologize. I just don't want to get demonetized and stuff like that. So just keep that in mind. I'm not like terrible at reading. I'm just trying to avoid it. So we're going to take it to the chat here. We have Sick Mundo saying he's crazy, good route runner. Great, yeah, route runner. Yeah, I agree. I completely agree 100%. I think it's definitely unfortunate that Keyshawn Johnson, second year into the NFL, and now he's unfortunately not playing the first game. But a lot of things can change the week after once we play against the Washington football team. Now, it's so hard saying the Washington football team. I always want to say the other name, but I got to hold my tongue sometimes. Let's take a look here to stay here. We have Taylor in the house saying, I'm this off topic, but this is Wingstop's Atomic Wings good. That is a little bit off topic. I've never had Atomic Wings personally. I don't want to have something that I'm not going to enjoy pretty much. So yeah, we have Tweak TP says, I'm not that huge of a loss considering that we have Hopkins, Fitz, and Kirk, and Andy Isabella in the mix. I think we'll be all right. Perfect. Yeah, I think that's beautifully said, Tweak. I know it's something that maybe we shouldn't blow completely out of proportion, but I definitely think it's a notable thing to say that Keyshawn Johnson not being there is basically another spot, another depth position for somebody to kind of shine. Now, we probably won't see that person emerge because we're going to see a load of DeAndre Hopkins. We're going to see a load of Larry Fitzgerald and a load of Christian Kirk. Now, super, super excited about this year and the excitement that's going to happen for the future. So thank you guys for, coming in here and just talking some Arizona Cardinals. Next topic I wanted to talk about was the possibility that the Arizona Cardinals and the San Francisco 49er game being here in Arizona. Now, if you guys haven't heard this, California and Santa Clara, where the 49er stadium is, they have a really bad air quality situation right now with all the wildfires going on currently right now. It's getting really close to the point where they might not be able to play the football game because the air quality is just really, really bad. I believe last time I looked in the scale, what they were talking about now, like, I don't know too much about the numbers and stuff like that, but I think anything above like 200, they're going to either cancel it or just deem it not safe. And we don't know what we're going to do at that point because honestly, it's been long overdue. I can't even imagine the Arizona Cardinals not playing this coming Sunday. I've been waiting the entirety of the summer for the Arizona Cardinals to take the field. And now because of this whole wildfire that's going on, the air in the area is just not safe. Now, I get the protocol of, keeping the players safe. I'm all up on board with that. I just don't want them to cancel it. Now, I think that there's other opportunities for the Arizona Cardinals to really, really maybe possibly do a switch in having our first home game of the week here. And then we're switching over the other week where we, end up having a home game, basically just flipping our home and away game. I feel that would be kind of cool. We can play in University of Phoenix Stadium if that's a possibility. I would love that because honestly, there's not going to be any fans for the Arizona Cardinals. So I feel like it would be kind of an easy transition for the Arizona Cardinals to do. So that's a story that I really, really want to keep my eyes on because I think tomorrow we're going to get our answer if the Arizona Cardinals are going to be playing in Santa Clara or not. It just really depends on how the air quality is in that area. So yeah, it's a kind of a big deal. I mean, you never know. Honestly, I was a little worried because home field advantage but this year we don't really have much of a home field advantage. There's no fans. There's last game, which was yesterday's game against the Texans and the Chiefs. There was, I think, 15,000 people there. And you can definitely notice that there was a lot of people missing. Like, it was obviously an apparent. Now, they were making a lot of noise in that stadium, so kudos for them. But it would be crazy. It would be crazy for them to cancel that specific game. But I just don't want them to cancel it, obviously. I want football play here. I would love to either have two home games from the San Francisco 49ers, play here in State Farm Stadium, or even if you need to just swap it out, that's a possibility for you just to swap out it as well. So, yeah, what do you guys think of that? Have you guys heard any news that I haven't heard about? Let's take a look into the comments here. We have Seth Carpenter in the house says, well, in California, there are about 10 fires there. Yeah, honestly, it's really unfortunate thing that's happening in California, but they have fires. It's crazy. Like, the air quality is just bad. If you guys have not seen pictures of what it looks like in San Francisco and that specific type of area, it looks kind of crazy. It kind of looks like, apocalyptic kind of sort of thing. And it's kind of freaky, to be honest with you. So yeah, it's weird. It's super, super weird. We have Jordan P in the house. Thank you so much for showing up, my friend. I always love reading your comments, my friend. He says, yes, the air quality will be worse on Sunday. It will be over 200, so it's not looking good. So yeah, see, that kind of comments right there and what the reports are saying really freaks me out because honestly, we're going to have our answer tomorrow. So there's no point of losing sleep about it right now. But I just want you guys to be aware, like my subscribers, as well as just random Arizona Cardinal fans who are watching this and are not subscribed to my channel, that there is a possibility that the Arizona Cardinals and the San Francisco 49ers can either get postponed, maybe use this game and put it on your bye week, whatever the NFL wants to do. Swap your home game and away game. That's a possibility. Or even just have two home games for the Arizona Cardinals. I mean, what's really the home field advantage for the San Francisco 49ers if there's no fans there to cheer you on? So I don't see what the big deal would be if we did have two home games. I know a lot of San Francisco 49er fans won't be happy about it, but I mean, we have to play to play the game. And I feel like that's kind of like the best options that we have at this moment. So let's take a couple more to the comments here. We have Rain in the house saying, I seen this picture of the stadium in San Francisco and it's smoky like crazy. Yeah, it is insane. It's too crazy to even function how crazy it looks. Like I said before, it's like red skies, It looks almost apocalyptic, and it's just super nuts. Super nuts to go ahead and see. We have Raphael says, I want them to play here. Absolutely. If you were going to give me a vote, I would vote for the Arizona Cardinals to play here in State Farm Stadium. Now, I think that there might be an event going on State Farm Stadium. I'm not 100% sure, but I feel like this should take priority over it. Or we even have our Arizona ASU Stadium, which would kind of suck. But honestly, we also have that possibility as well. So keep that in mind. Arizona Cardinals, San Francisco 49ers. That's what we're going to jump into. That's what you guys are here for. Let's get into it. Now, there's a lot of different things to talk about the San Francisco 49ers and the Arizona Cardinals Week 1 preview. Now, I did put a video about it. If you guys have not seen it, I would do me a big favor and just watch that video. It helps out the channel. It helps me out tremendously. I'm pretty sure all you loyal people that are in here have watched my videos. So thank you so much for all the support and everything like that. So we're going to go ahead and segue into Week 1, Arizona Cardinals and San Francisco 49ers. What is one thing that you guys are most excited about? Drop it in the comments here. If you can name me like one matchup that you're just dying to see this coming Sunday, what would it be? Would it be Chandler Jones, offensive line, Kyler Murray, Bosa, DeAndre Hopkins, Sherman, Isaiah Simmons, Kittle, Budda Baker, Kittle? What's a matchup that you guys are really excited to see? I'm really curious to find out. Go ahead and put it on the comments below. While you guys are doing that, I have one big news that I want to tell you guys, and it's about the number 1 wide receiver for the San Francisco 49ers, Deebo Samuels. This is his second year into the NFL, and he is actually listed as out entirely for the Week 1 game. So that's a plus for the Arizona Cardinals, being that Deebo Samuels is not going to be available for the for the San Francisco 49ers is a big plus, because that kind of puts them, like, as far as weapons goes, it minimizes their weapons. So now we have to worry about the run game, and we have to worry about the tight end group, because obviously we all know the tight end group, being that they have Jordan Reed, and now they have, obviously they've had Kittle, and Kittle is just a monster on his own. So we got to make sure that we're aware of about that as well. So let's take it into the comments here about the most exciting matchups here. Now, I do want to mention one thing here, and I have my homie Marco Smith in the house. He also is telling me that Josh Jones is down. I was aware about Josh Jones also being out for the entirety of the game. I'm not really worried about it because I don't see him as a starter. I know it's going to be Kelvin Beachum. So Josh Jones is also down for this game, just so you guys are aware. Thank you so much, Marco Smith. I appreciate that. So let's take it to the comments here. Let's see what you guys have to say. We have Rain saying DeAndre Hopkins and Richard Sherman. I'm excited. I'm honestly really excited about this too. DeAndre Hopkins is going to get burned. Wow. I'm sorry. Richard Sherman is going to get burned. Sorry. Let me rephrase that. DeAndre Hopkins is on a different level. And I don't think Sherman really has ever been on Hopkins. If I can think of maybe once in his career, it's going to be a whole different breed going on. And I'm really excited to see what DeAndre Hopkins against Richard Sherman. Super excited about it. Let's see what else you guys have to say. We have a gamer player. YouTube says, congrats on 3K. Thank you so much, my friend. We did hit 3K subscribers on this. So welcome everybody here that's coming in. We did hit 3,000 subscribers, and we're growing from here, and it's not going to stop. Just super excited about it. Sebastian Ringel says Simmons versus Kittle. Now, this one here is going to be... I don't want to burst a bubble. I don't know if we're going to see a lot of Simmons. Now, would I love to see a lot of Simmons? Absolutely. I'm all up on board with that. But the thing is, I think Devondre Campbell is going to get a lot more snaps than Simmons. I might keep this matchup here maybe once we play the second time with the 49ers, now that Simmons has a little bit more kind of, playing time within the NFL under his belt. But, we can be surprised, honestly. But I think Devondre Campbell is going to start off as that other side, middle linebacker, opposite side of Jordan Hicks. But I do love where you're going with that, Sebastian. We have Raphael says, Kyle versus Cliff. Yes, the battle of the head coaches. I love that. Honestly, think about it. They're both kind of out of that same aspect where, the young coaches, they do different things. Absolutely. It's all going to come down to the play calling of Kyle Shanahan and Cliff Kingsbury. I'm just really, really excited to see what exactly is going to transpire this coming Sunday. Now, keep in mind, last year, Last year when we were playing against the San Francisco 49ers, I felt like we held our own. Now, there was the very first game where Kenyon Drake had a monstrous game and went 110 yards and a touchdown. I don't know if the San Francisco 49ers were quite ready for Kenyon Drake at that time because he ran all over the field, and I want to see that again from Kenyon Drake. The second time we played the San Francisco 49ers, I feel like the score was much closer towards the end, but I feel like we did hold our own against the San Francisco 49ers. Being that we were a 5-win team last year, honestly, I feel like our chances are good. Now, I know I'm just kind of like talking up a storm. I'm really excited about it, obviously, 2 days away into the season. But I think our chances are really, really good against the San Francisco 49ers this coming Sunday. We're going to go ahead and keep reading comments here. This is one I wanted to go ahead and highlight. Lennon Wolf, the AZ sports fan. What's up, my dude? He says Bosa versus K1. That's going to be the first overall pick versus the second overall pick in the 2019 draft. Man, that's a matchup that I can probably give you kudos for right there, my friend, because I am excited about that one as well. Let's see what really happens. I mean, I know a lot of people might say, well, how are they going to go against each other? I mean, one's a pass rusher and the other one's, a quarterback. So if Bosa gets multiple sacks, then, and, does damage against Kyler, then obviously Bosa wins. If Kyler Murray has no, sweat on his back and he's doing great things on the field, then I would give Kyler Murray the win on that one. So exciting. I love that matchup right there specifically. Yeah, absolutely. 100%. We have Josiah the Baller says, is Justin Murray starting? I don't think Justin Murray is starting. If somebody can correct me, that would be cool. But I think it's going to be Kelvin Beachum on the right tackle spot. J.R. Sweezy, Mason Cole, Pugh, and obviously DJ Humphries. So I do not think it's going to be Justin Murray. I think Kelvin Beachum might beat him out, but don't quote me on that 100%. We'll know more tomorrow, but very, very good question. Now, you guys are flooding the chat in. Appreciate you guys, every single one of you guys. If I miss your comment, I apologize. I'm not trying to ignore you. There's 54 of you and one of me. So we do have the option to do super chats as well, where it pretty much just highlights your comment and lets me know that you commented it. So if you want to do that, that's an option for you guys to do that as well. Okay. All right. We got Chaz saying Beachum. Yep. So pretty much in the house, kind of what I was saying. I think Beachum will start off as the right tackle position. And then obviously the opposite side is going to be DJ Humphries. So yeah. I completely agree with you, Chaz. All right, let's see what else everybody else has to say. We have Humble Rumble in the house, which I honestly do love your art. DeAndre Ayton, super cool, man. He says, I like Simmons as a pass rusher, tight end coverage QB spy. Honestly, I would love nothing more than that. That would be amazing, 100% amazing. The only issue is, like I mentioned a little earlier, is I don't know if Simmons is going to get a lot of reps, because I think Devondre Campbell might beat him out because he's got that veteranship about Devondre Campbell. But we could be surprised. I mean, honestly, we'll see exactly what happens maybe by tomorrow or by Sunday. We'll take a look to see exactly what happens. So let's completely take it to the comments here. We got Aiden over here saying Josh Rosen versus Cliff Kingsbury. That's funny. That would be kind of cool to see. I mean, right? Interesting. Let's see what else people have to say here. So we got Jack Wong says, you said the Cardinals would mostly use Max Williams, but mainly used for blocking. I personally think so. That's just my personal opinion, Jack. It could possibly 100%. He could probably be used a lot, during, just quick hooks, making sure that we're a reliable catch for Kyler Murray. I see him more as a blocking type tight end, but I know he can make catches. He's had multiple opportunities, especially last year within the Arizona Cardinals. But this is the way I look at it. The Arizona Cardinals has too much mouths to feed. And what I mean by that, we have Christian Kirk, DeAndre Hopkins, Andy Isabella, Larry Fitzgerald, and our home dog, Kenyon Drake in the back. And maybe even Chase Edmonds if they want to use him for maybe less as catching back. I don't see Max Williams be a very big focal point for the Arizona Cardinals. Now, I can be 100% wrong. So keep that in mind. I can be 100% wrong. I just don't see a world where we have our tight ends have such a big impact with the exception of like those quick plays that we need to get that ball out of Kyler Murray's hands really quickly, then I can see that world, especially against this game, maybe an opportunity. But I don't know. We just have too many mouths to feed, I feel like. Gotta hydrate. All right, let's see what else people have to say here. We got Tweak back in the house saying, what do you think about Drake Kirkpatrick? He'll definitely flourish in Van's system. I hope so. Last time, and I've said this multiple times, last time I was really comfortable with somebody playing opposite side of Patrick Peterson has to be Antonio Cromartie. That was kind of short-lived. It wasn't very long. I hope Drake Kirkpatrick does really good. It would only benefit our secondary tremendously. So, yeah, I mean, one thing I'm worried about, if I'm going to go ahead and bring this up, I'm worried about the quarterback position. Now, it might be Drake Kirkpatrick. He can definitely surprise a lot of us. Tramon Williams surprised a lot of us, him being a late signing and coming in as a veteran. He did really good himself. So I'm not going to, make my opinion specifically based on another player. But Drake Kirkpatrick was released from the Cincinnati Bengals, being that his whole career was with the Bengals. But, I mean, you never know. All I know is that he's going to get a lot of targets looking his way because we got Patrick Peterson on that side. Got Budda Baker up here, and then we got Jalen Thompson up there. And then we have what they probably might see as a weak part of our secondary is going to be Drake Kirkpatrick. So Drake Kirkpatrick really needs to be fully aware that he's going to get a workload against this offense for the San Francisco 49ers. Now, I recently got off a live stream for the San Francisco 49ers YouTube channel. We did like a live stream. We have another version of like what I do, but with the San Francisco 49ers. It was really cool. It was a really awesome collaboration, but it seems like something that they're really worried about on their end is their offensive line. So I want to go ahead and bring that up here a little bit. They're having a lot of issues and a lot of moments with like their weak spots within their offensive line, whether it's their center or I believe they said it was their right tackle or left tackle. I forgot who it was. But definitely within the interior of their offensive line because they're having some big key injuries to their offensive line. So you know what that means. I automatically think Chandler Jones, I know he plays on the edge, but if we can somehow get this man 2 sacks for this game specifically, I would be above myself. There's nothing more that I want for Chandler Jones than to sack Jimmy Garoppolo at least twice this coming game. Let me know what you guys think. Right now, put it in the comments. How many sacks do you think Chandler Jones is going to have this coming game? Put it on the comments below. I'll go ahead and see if we can highlight your comment once you put it through. But yeah, that's one of the big things that they're really worried about is their offensive line, being that they had some big key injuries there. So we have Jordan Phillips, Corey Peters. We got those youngins that are coming in, those fresh legs, Licky Fotu, and we also got Rashad Lawrence. So really excited, just super excited to see what's going to happen with this defense. Are we going to do that 180 that I hope and desire that's going to happen? Because we all know that this is the year for Vance Joseph to prove it. Vance Joseph has an opportunity here to pretty much put everything that happened last year behind him. And what I mean by that was Chandler Jones in coverage debacle. That was terrible. Just not putting the players in the right positions at all. This is the opportunity for Vance Joseph to really show up for the Arizona Cardinals defense here, putting everybody in the right position. Patrick Peterson just having a bounce back season. Like, I'm super excited about Patrick Peterson. He is going to have a bounce back season, in my opinion here. There's just nothing but good things that are going to happen from here on out. So super excited about it, guys. Thank you so much for showing up here. Let's read through the comments and see how many sacks you think Chandler Jones is going to have against Jimmy G. Come on, Jimmy G, he's got nothing. Just do me a quick favor, guys. Drop a like on this video. It helps the channel out tremendously. You can just do me a quick favor. It takes about 1 second. Drop a like on this video. Appreciate you. All right, let's see what people have to say as far as sacks go. We got Alan. Is it Aladdin? Hopefully I said that right. If I didn't, I apologize. He's saying we're going to get 2 sacks for Chandler Jones. I sure hope so, my friend. We have Raphael saying 3. Let's go Cards. Heck yeah. We got Jace Walker saying 4 sacks for Chandler Jones. That would be an amazing thing to happen for Chandler Jones to get 4 sacks. Imagine that. let's take a look here. We got Alan saying Trent Williams versus Chandler Jones. Yeah, you got to think of that too. 49ers did get Trent Williams, so that's something that we also got to keep our eye out. Probably seen to be the best or one of the best left tackles in all of the NFL. Now, he hasn't been playing football, like physical football, in a couple of years because I think he was holding out from the Washington Redskins football team. I said it, man. The Washington football team. I said it. Washington football team. He was holding out. He didn't want to play with them, or he was looking for an extension. He didn't get it. So he's been sitting out of the NFL for quite some time. So that would be an amazing matchup to see as well. Trent Williams versus Chandler Jones. Let's take a look into the comments here. We got Jordan P. here having a very humble but respectable opinion here. He says Chandler Jones will get 1 sack. Honestly, I would love even 1 sack for Chandler Jones. Is just giving us that many statistics up so he can add up to beat Strahan's record. And I know he's going for that. I know everybody here is really excited to see Chandler Jones accomplish such an amazing record. Because let's be honest here, Chandler Jones is probably one of the most exciting players we have seen in quite some time in this defense. Also, obviously Patrick Peterson and Budda Baker and all that different stuff. But Chandler Jones, man, he's a different breed. We got Jack Wong says Trent Williams is older and didn't play last year. He could be washed. Yeah, you're very 100% right, man. He could definitely very well be washed. So who knows? The training camp for San Francisco 49ers, they said that he's looking good. But honestly, I don't take a lot of stuff what training camp has to say I take it with a grain of salt is pretty much what I'm saying. Because keep in mind that a lot of times when they're talking about, this, and that, they're either trying to hype the team up or they're just trying to throw smoke screens. So I don't really believe 100% what any coaches or what any GMs are saying during this offseason. It's all about putting your man in the best position available this coming Sunday. You win, you get the glory. That's pretty much all it comes down to, in my opinion here. I've been watching the Cardinals way too long to hear I like what this guy looks like because he did this, and that. I don't like what this guy looks like because he does this, and that. Watching the Cardinals too many times, way too long to kind of, really believe what coaching staff is saying. Put it out on the field. Let's get the W and start off 1-0 against the San Francisco 49ers. And nothing would make me more happier than to wake up Monday morning and say the Arizona Cardinals is 1-0 in their division and 1-0 against for the 2020 season. So that would be amazing. Super excited about it. But let's take a look to see what you guys have to say. I'm really curious to find out about it. So what do you guys think? Do you think that the Arizona Cardinals can squeak a win from the San Francisco 49ers, whether it's played there in Santa Clara or whether it's going to come here in State Farm Stadium because the whole air situation that's currently going on right now? Put it in the comments below. Let's see what you guys have to say. While you guys do that, make sure you drop a like. I'm going to drink some water. All right, let's take a look here. We have Rage Gamer saying, hope we get a 1-0. Okay, so I think he believes, but he has a little bit of, to him. And I think I'm right there with you. I mean, let's be honest here. San Francisco 49ers are a really good team. They come off the Super Bowl. I'm a really big believer in the Super Bowl hangover personally. So, but I can see your concern there because let's be honest, they're a really good team still, regardless. We got Mark Jackson saying, yes, we can do this. 35-27. Wow. I love that. I love that you actually put a prediction as far as, points go. Thank you so much for doing that, my friend. Appreciate that. All right, so we got nothing but Niners in here. I appreciate you coming on the show, talking Niners and Arizona Cardinals today, man. No, thank you so much for having the opportunity. When I was telling you guys I was on a Niners YouTube channel, these are the guys that I was talking about. Really awesome, humble guys. They pretty much do exactly what I do, but for their San Francisco 49ers football team. And, we do here for the Cardinals. So appreciate you guys joining the chat here, man. Thank you so much. All right, we got Chaz in the house saying, do you think Sherfield can pull off a slot receiver? I think he definitely can. He definitely can. The thing is, I just don't think he's going to get an opportunity. I just don't think he's going to get an opportunity. We have Larry Fitz, if not Isabella. just depending on certain plays. I think Sherfield is going to be using a lot in special teams. I know a lot of people don't like to hear that. Everybody wants to hear that, Sherfield is going to have a fantastic, season with the Cardinals. I mean, rightfully so. I feel like he deserves it. He deserves an opportunity, but I don't think he's going to get one. He's going to have an opportunity to shine in special teams, 100%. And I think that's pretty much where we're going to stay with Trent Sherfield. We got Sick Mundo back in the house saying Kyler Murray, 300 yards, 4 touchdowns, 50 yards rushing. Bro, man, I should Snapchat, like screenshot. This is what I meant to say. Like, that would be an amazing. That could probably very well put Kyler Murray at, player of the week or something like that, because those are some amazing numbers. Getting 50 rushing yards, 4 passing touchdowns, and 300 yards through the air. Now, I think one big concern that we really have to focus on here is going to be the fact of the matter is, can Richard Sherman, being that he's older now, can he cover what wide receiver is going to be on him? I couldn't speak there for a second. So can Richard Sherman, either if he's going to be with Christian Kirk, if he's going to be with Larry Fitzgerald, I still 100% believe Larry Fitzgerald is going to be in the slot, so we might not even count Larry Fitzgerald, but DeAndre Hopkins, can Sherman hold up against these wide receivers? Now, I think one of the biggest concerns that our 49ers people that we were on their channel, they're actually saying that they would prefer Sherman have DeAndre Hopkins over Christian Kirk. Now, that actually surprised me a lot, but I can see exactly where they were coming from when they were giving me like the reasons for that. Obviously, Sherman's getting up there in age. He's not as speedy. So the way that they were thinking was that they don't want Christian Kirk on they don't want Sherman on Christian Kirk because obviously Christian Kirk's a little faster. He's more of a shiftier, speedier type of guy. He's not as fast as Andy Isabella, but honestly, Christian Kirk has blossomed into a really good wide receiver, a second wide receiver, maybe even third, just really depending on how this actually is going to go down. But they're actually really worried about Sherman being lined up with Christian Kirk as opposed to Sherman being lined up with DeAndre Hopkins. Like, that was super crazy to me. But it's so cool to see what the opposite side to really think of, like in their opinion. That's so crazy. I would personally think that it would be worse for Sherman to be against the DeAndre Hopkins, because DeAndre Hopkins is a beast. But I can definitely see their point of view here. We got Highness in the house saying Kirk to make an impact. Honestly, it's been long overdue. I want Christian Kirk to break out, whether it's like 1 touchdown, 2 touchdowns, over 100 yards receiving. It needs to happen. Christian Kirk needs to take this opportunity to really shine. It just needs to happen. I just want to tell you that bottom line. It needs to happen. Christian Kirk needs to show up. This is a perfect opportunity for Christian Kirk to do something, because we got DeAndre Hopkins, who very well is probably going to get doubled, if not this game, then the games after. Now, just to kind of talk a little bit here, to kind of the segue on, Cliff Kingsbury talking, as well as also talking about Vance Joseph. Now, Vance Joseph in the interview, as well as Cliff Kingsbury, they were both talking about specific players. Now, I'm not sure if you guys actually caught this, but Cliff Kingsbury was talking about DeAndre Hopkins, and Vance Joseph was talking about Isaiah Simmons. Now, what they were talking about was, it kind of seemed like they were reading off like a specific book. They pretty much said the same thing about the specific players. They said that they didn't have a lot of OTAs. Minicamp wasn't there. Basically, this whole offseason was a big reason, a big factor if Isaiah Simmons isn't a big impact, and if DeAndre Hopkins won't be a big impact for the wide receiving core. Now, they both exactly kind of said the same thing, mirrored, obviously, about 2 different players. Now, I don't really know 100% if I should even trust what Joseph is saying, or even Cliff Kingsbury is saying. I think it's been long overdue, and it's really obvious that Cliff Kingsbury and his whole regime, since he kind of came in, and I don't think it's specifically Cliff Kingsbury, it's just coaching in general. They don't like to show their cards. They don't like to tell you straight up, yeah, DeAndre Hopkins is having an amazing camp right now. He was hurt. He was gone for a portion of the time with a hamstring issue. He's good 100%. Him and Kyler have an amazing connection. Because what does that tell you right there? That automatically tells the San Francisco 49ers what we need to do is we need to cover DeAndre Hopkins. That's their number one offensive, go-to plan. That's what they're going to do. And I think the coaches are kind of, they're smarter. So what they do is they go ahead and kind of talk in circles. They talk in riddles is what I like to say. So a lot of times when they talk either like on YouTube or they have like those specific broadcasting from the Arizona Cardinals, I listen, but I don't take exactly what they say with the grain. Like I take it all with a grain of salt. 100% honest with you. I don't hold them to their word, because if that was the case, when Kyler Murray ended up coming into the NFL, where was this top secret offense for those first 8 games? Like it never appeared. Like I remember so much that Cliff Kingsbury or even Steve Keim was saying, yeah, we have an offense that I don't think anybody's going to be able to defend. Like, bro, like it didn't happen. It didn't show up until the 8 games into the season. Now, big opportunity. Big reason for that is because obviously we had more time to gel with each other. It's all about just getting the comfortability with DeAndre Hopkins to Kyler Murray. Now, am I expecting a huge game from DeAndre Hopkins? I hope so. I mean, I would love for DeAndre Hopkins to have a great game, because that really puts everybody in the NFL on notice. Now, if he doesn't, yeah, we can blame it on the lack of OTAs, lack of him being in training camp because of his hamstring, lack of, what was the other thing? Lack of no preseason. So there's that. But you also got to give it to Kyler Murray and DeAndre Hopkins and a lot of other wide receivers that ended up going to Texas. Texas, I apologize, to the state of Texas, so they can go ahead and practice with each other. I love that. I love that story that came out, that they were all kind of, throwing the ball around, trying to gel with each other. That was an opportunity for Kyler Murray to really show some leadership, and that was just an amazing thing to see. The first connection, Kyler Murray versus to DeAndre Hopkins. Woo, that's one thing I'm super excited to see. Like, this is no doubt one of the most hypest, one of the most exciting things to see this coming season for the NFL. Now, whoa, buddy, we have Lennon Wolf, the AZ sports fan, coming in with a huge donation. I don't think I've ever been donated. My goodness, I hope you meant to do that, because I don't think there's a way I can return that. But he says, let's do this. Beat the 49ers 35-31, rise up Red Sea. Wow, bro, that is amazing. I don't even know what to say. I'm shocked. Thank you so much, my friend. That means a lot. I hope I can probably use that money to get some new equipment, maybe some new lighting, maybe a DeAndre Hopkins jersey. That's going to do wonders for this YouTube channel. That is amazing, man. Thank you so very much. Man, I lost my train of thought. $100 donation from Lennon Wolf, the AZ sports fan. It don't get any better than that, my friend. It don't get any better than that. You are the real MVP, my friend. Thank you so very much for doing that. You really didn't have to do it. Thank you. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to keep Lennon Wolf's comment on here, but because he obviously donated a chunk of money, so I'll keep reading what you guys are saying, shout you guys out and stuff like that, but I'll keep his comment up until it goes away. So let's go ahead and keep continuing to read some comments here. I love this. Honestly, guys, let's think of it this way. Currently, right now, we have every single people in the Arizona Cardinals. Like, you guys are all here. Let's talk some Cardinals. 2 days away. Super stoked about it. I want to hear what you guys have to say as in terms of what was... I honestly lost my train of thought. Seriously, 100%. Do you guys think that Deebo Samuels, being that the wide receiver for the San Francisco 49ers, now the number 1 wide receiver, I might add, being out for the Arizona Cardinals, do you think that that's a big impact that's going to have for the Arizona Cardinals, guys? Go ahead and put it in the comments below here. Do you guys think it's going to be a big deal that Deebo Samuels is not going to like he's going to have a big impact? All right, let's take a look here. We have Adrian up here. He's saying, yes, it's going to have a big impact. I honestly think 100% too. Being that he's a 100%, like he's their number 1 wide receiver. Yeah, I think it's going to be a big deal here that he's not there, because all we really got to focus on is Kittle. And we got, now granted, Kittle is a different beast. Let me go ahead and say this like straight up right now. Kittle is on a different whole nother level. Okay, so let's be the first to say that. But we got to worry about Kittle, and we got to worry about the running game. Now, I think they're going back with running back by committee. I don't 100% know. Or if they do go with a specific running back, it's probably going to be Mostert that they ended up paying. So, yeah, I mean, we'll see exactly what happens. I think it's going to be a big, big opportunity for the Arizona Cardinals to pounce now that Deebo Samuels is not going to be there. Because let's be honest here, we can put Patrick Peterson on maybe Brandon Ayuk if he plays. Or honestly, I don't even know what other wide receivers they have over there. I think they have a guy named Bourne, which I think he's like a speedy wide receiver. Don't quote me because I honestly don't know really much about San Francisco 49ers. So, yeah, it's crazy. I just think that's going to make them one-sided, and I don't think Jimmy Garoppolo is going to shine very much against this Arizona Cardinals defense. Now, let's go ahead and switch over topics here real quick. I wanted to talk about, do you think Vance Joseph will thrive this year in 2020? So let's go ahead and talk about that. Now we know that Vance Joseph has the pieces. He's got the pieces in place. Do you think that Steve Keim, Vance Joseph did enough? Do you think that he did enough? If you don't think he did enough, go ahead and let me know in the comments below. I'll go ahead and shout you guys out, and we'll have a conversation from there. I personally think, just go ahead and give you my opinion. I think Vance Joseph, this is a year for him, like a make or break it year for Vance Joseph. If he doesn't do good with the pieces that were added into his system, we can very possibly see Vance Joseph going in the end of this year. Now, being that we have Chandler Jones, we have Devin Kennard, we have Jordan Phillips, Corey Peters, Jerry Kirkpatrick. Hopefully Jalen Thompson's going to have a monstrous year. I'm really excited to see what Jalen Thompson has to do. But Devondre Campbell, also Isaiah Simmons, which is that hybrid type player. Just excited about it, guys. So this is make it break it, man. This is make or break year for Vance Joseph. If you don't think that Vance Joseph can possibly get fired this year, by the end of this year, if he doesn't establish some sort of dominance, then I don't really know what to tell you at that point. But he needs to make some sort of game plan where he's shutting down Jimmy Garoppolo, because let's be honest here, they're going to have their play action, but we need to make sure we stop that run. That run needs to get stopped 100%, whether it's Mostert, whether it's going to be McKinnon, or I don't think they have Breed anymore. They have one other player that I can't think of right now as far as running back goes, but it needs to happen. That running game needs to get shut down. All right, let's take a look here. Well, we got a lot of people. We got people getting crazy on the chat here. We're going to go ahead and read a comment here. We have, and I might mispronounce your name, and I apologize, my friend, but it's is it Econ? It says get to leave out of retirement. That's funny. I don't know if that's going to happen. There was word out there that Aqib Talib actually ended up declining an offer. He actually ended up declining an offer for the Patriots. The Patriots were trying to sign Aqib Talib, and it just didn't happen. So yeah, that's crazy. Let's take a look to see. All right, let's see. All right, we have Adrian saying, "Take that dude off, please." Elaborate, please. Who are you referring to? We got Francisco saying, Keim did a good job this offseason. No excuse for Vance Joseph this year. Perfect. 100%. I think this might be the only comment that was answering my question here. So I am seeing a lot of repetitive comments. So when I see that, I'm going to go ahead and put that person specifically on a timeout. Because I did see a lot of spamming on here going on, and then we're not about that life. So let's go ahead and move it on here. So we do have Francisco saying, yep, Keim did definitely do a really good job. So there's no excuses for Vance Joseph. 100% agree with that. So Ray Cruz in the house saying, hey, are you streaming on Sunday? Let's talk about that. Love it. Great question, my friend. Let's go ahead and talk about that. So yes, I am streaming on Sunday nights. It's probably going to be around 6 p.m., maybe 7 p.m., just really depending on the Arizona Cardinal games and when it actually ends. But Sundays, you're going to be getting 2 videos. You'll be getting a reaction to the winning or the loss of the Arizona Cardinals, and you'll be also getting a live stream where we're able to communicate this way and just saying, hey, are you happy? Are you sad? Are you, trying to, get drunk tonight. Well, whatever the situation is, whatever feelings you're feeling that specific night, we will be talking about around 6 p.m. to 7 p.m., just really depending. So yes, you will be getting a live stream every Sunday after the Arizona Cardinal games. Okay, so we have AZ all day, K1, saying, how do you think Drake Kirkpatrick will do? Oof. So this is something that I wanted to go ahead and bring up here. This is one of the spots that I'm really kind of worried about. I hope Drake Kirkpatrick is put on notice because he's going to get a lot of targets his way. Patrick Peterson on the opposite side, he's going to get a lot of targets his way. So I hope he does good for the sake of our secondary. But I don't know. It's remained to be seen at this point. I was surprised with Tramon Williams. Antonio Cromartie was probably one of my favorite opposite side of Patrick Peterson. So I don't know. I hope he does well for being a Cardinal fan. AZ all day K1, but we'll see, man. We'll see exactly what happens. We got Seth Carpenter in house saying, well, can the Arizona Cardinals make it to the Super Bowl? And I can't assume that it will be the San Francisco 49ers against the Arizona Cardinals. Yeah, well, that's not going to be, at least not Super Bowl. I mean, maybe it could probably be like a conference championship or something like that. Or I don't even know if that's even possible. Like, it's just really depending on the seedings. But the Super Bowl 49ers and Cardinals will never happen because obviously 2 different conferences. Or the same conference, I meant. So we have Astad here saying, Texans fans way too evicted about DJ. Oh, way too excited about DJ in just one game. Honestly, Astad, I don't know. I want David Johnson to succeed. I don't think David Johnson really got a fair opportunity with the Arizona Cardinals. I don't know if it's Cliff Kingsbury. He didn't get along with him. Cliff Kingsbury didn't like him for the system. I don't know what the situation was. But I want David Johnson to succeed. And if he did have a really good game this year, and if you have him on fantasy football, he at least gave you like 15, 16 points. So I can see where the Texans are coming from. Let's be honest here. I think the Texans are really trying to hold on to like something for hope because they just signed their quarterback Deshaun Watson to a huge, tremendous deal, and they had to get rid of DeAndre Hopkins because they couldn't afford him. They couldn't afford to pay both of them. All right, we got Chaz in the house saying, I think Fitz has a huge game against the Niners because the cornerback will be occupied with Hop. The speed of Christian Kirk and Andy Isabella. Honestly, man, I think the DeAndre Hopkins acquisition is probably going to open wonders for our offense, whether it's Drake, Andy Isabella finally showing up, Christian Kirk having a good year, and Larry Fitzgerald in the slot. I think that the Hopkins acquisition was a tremendous acquisition from Steve Keim. I need to give him kudos for that. Like, this was an amazing thing to happen. So definitely shout out to Steve Keim for doing that for sure. We got Roy saying David Johnson on his TD looked really slow. I don't know. I mean, there was some moments where the thing with David Johnson is that he's a hesitant runner, but I feel like once he kind of gets with that little cut that he's doing, he can kind of like explode. He's not as fast as he was when he was like with his rookie year with the Arizona Cardinals, obviously, because he's getting older. But I mean, I definitely think that the Arizona Cardinals did not want David Johnson. It was obviously an apparent that he was not going to be the future for the Arizona Cardinals, and they just needed to unload his contract and move him on. And it was just a perfect opportunity for us to get D-Hop. All right, we have Cedric in the house saying we have one of those best receiving cores in the league now. Yeah, isn't that amazing? It's amazing to get DeAndre Hopkins and now being probably one of the best wide receiving core. Like, that's amazing. Like, how cool is that? Like, it's just going to give more opportunity for Christian Kirk, more opportunity for him, and more for Andy Isabella, because everybody's going to be too focused on getting D-Hop, man. It's just going to open up so much great stuff. All right, let's go ahead and continue on to the comments here. All right, we got Jordan P in the house saying good news. Javon Kinlaw is struggling in camp with the Niners. They lost their best defense lineman, Buckner, for him. So their D-line won't be as good. Wow, that's amazing. Honestly, I didn't know too much about what Kinlaw. I think there was kind of like, yeah, he's doing good. Yeah, he's not doing good. So I don't really know exactly what's going to happen with Kinlaw. I hope so, man. That would be kind of cool because he was their first round pick. And they're really expecting a lot of good things for Kinlaw. So, I mean, we'll see exactly what happens. All right, we got Raphael saying, bro, I'm a big fan and you're treating me like this. So, Raphael, I apologize, man, but honestly, like all these comments here, like you're putting it in front of a lot of people. So that's the reason why, we had to put you on a timeout. So I'm just going to be like real with you. Nothing to do with you personally. I don't know you personally. And if you're a big fan, hope you can continue to be a big fan. But keep in mind that we have 56 people in here that are trying to get their comments read. And if you're putting all these comments on here, it's not fair for them. It really doesn't look good. Like for you, if you're having an issue with your computer, please let me know on the comments. I will respect that. But I mean, if you're just doing it to kind of get your comment read, keep that in mind. Just don't be like, I mean, I apologize. All right, let's keep on going here. Paul G says it's reported Kinlaw will be rotational, not even down. Dang, that's exciting. I like to hear that. I love to hear that. All right, Tweak says, I'm very excited with Devon, Jordan, Peters, Chandler. Do some magic on the front. They can combine for at least 4 sacks this week. Man, you're getting me excited, brother. You are getting me excited there, Tweak. I really do hope we can get a monster game. I want him to get shook, man. I want Jimmy G to like just do silly things. You know what I mean? And that's exactly what I'm saying here. So let's go ahead and continue on with the comments. You guys are just completely hyping the Arizona Cardinals up, and I'm so stoked about it. Let's get this going. Niners fan 97 says, no hate, but why did you say Kittle doesn't block? So, perfect example here. So coming in here hot, Niners fan 97. No hate at all, man. I never said Kittle can't block. So if you're still in the chat, I hope you are. Let me explain, because I honestly, when I put my preview video out there, I never ever said Kittle can't block. And if you can quote me somewhere on that video, please let me know. What I said was Kittle is not known for the people that are not San Francisco 49er fans. Now, I don't watch every San Francisco 49er fan game. Don't do it. I'm a Cardinal fan. I only watch Kittle and what he does magically when we play them. So never said he can't block. I know he's an amazing blocker. So, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, it just really depends on how you guys perceived it. If you guys think I said he can't block, and that's really up to you, but I've never said that in the video at all. So he's an amazing blocker, and I know he's an amazing athlete. We see him more on the national side, being that we don't see every single game from you guys. We see him more as a playmaker, as more as a receiving type tight end, kind of like a Kelsey type tight end. And that's why he's going in the first round, second round in fantasy football leagues. He's not going first, second round because he blocks. No, he's going up there because he is a receiving type tight end. So hopefully that clarifies to you, my friend. All right, man. Appreciate you, my friend. Yeah, no means to hate. No, absolutely, man. Thank you so much. I'd love to clarify for you, man. I never ever said that. I would never disrespect a really great talent like Kittle. All right, Moro Tanaka in the house. What's up, Moro? What's up, my friend? Cardinals with the dub. D-Hop gets 2 touchdowns. Let's go, my friend. Woohoo! I love that, man. I love that. All right, we got Niners fan back in the house, and I'm making it apparent here because honestly, Niners fan 97, no hate between us. You know, we both football fans, but he says, I think San Francisco 49ers wins 26-23, though a close game. I respect that. I love that you guys can keep us close into the game, and there's some respect in the Arizona Cardinals name. So although I might think differently, but I love your opinion, man. Thank you so much for at least keeping us super close to your prediction, my friend. All right, we got Jordan P up in the house saying we need to move Christian Kirk to Sherman's side. He can't guard him at all. Just watch the tape from last year. Yeah, man. Honestly, that is one thing that our Nothing But Niners YouTube channel, the one I was on earlier today, they were telling me the same thing. They do not want to see Christian Kirk on Sherman. They do not want to see him because he's not going to be able to cover him. They would rather have DeAndre Hopkins on Sherman. Like, that's crazy to me. Like, that's super insane to me. But honestly, we'll see, man. We'll see exactly what happens. Let's take a look here. We have one here for Victor Segura saying, Kenyon Drake is going to pop off this season. Dude, me and you both, man. Just like your little picture there, give you a dab for life, man. That's awesome. I'd love to hear that 100%. I'm super excited about Kenyon Drake. I love the acquisition of Kenyon Drake. Nothing more but exciting things. We are officially, I guess not official. I don't know what to the number, but we have one more day to get through, guys. One more day to get through, and that's Saturday. Get through Saturday. You wake up Sunday morning. You got to watch those morning games, eat some breakfast, hang out with your family, do church things, whatever you want to do in the morning. but 1 p.m. is reserved for Arizona Cardinal football. San Francisco 49ers versus the Arizona Cardinals. Can you not be much more excited in the chat? Put some emojis in the chat or something. I am stoked. We got Ethan Shearer in the house saying 2 days. Man, 2 days, bro. I'm right there with you, man. If we're not excited, like, what's going on here? I want to see some excitement on this chat here right now. We have Ethan in the house saying 2 days with some exclamation marks. I automatically knows we're going in for that win. So Lyndon Wolf, the Easy Sports Fan, I'm gonna from week one. I might have missed your first part of the comment. I apologize, but brother, again, thank you so much for the super chat that you did donate to the Arizona Sports Fan YouTube channel, man. It means a lot. You are the real MVP. Thank you so much, man. All right, so I love off topic things. No problem here. So this is off topic. The Cardinals. But what do you think about the Bucs and Saints game, Brady versus Breeze? Honestly, yeah, let's talk a little bit of that. If that's okay with you guys. I'm completely down with that. Dude, I want Breeze to smoke him. Bring Brady in the NFC. He's going to have a different story to tell when he's in the NFC, 100%. AFC, there's only a few powerhouse teams in the AFC. The NFC is a whole different breed. Let's get through the NFC. I want Breeze to smack them around, and I'm super excited to see exactly what happens. We got Daniel Portillo in the house saying 42 hours and 29 minutes. That probably went to 28 because I probably missed your comment. I apologize, but dang, my friend, you are down to the T right there, 42 hours, guys. So set your timers. It's going to be an amazing game, and I just couldn't be any more excited about it. Oh, we have Tweak saying, I personally want Brady to beat the Saints, to be honest with you. That's all cool. I mean, no worries. Honestly, I've come from a place where I'm like, Brady just wins too much. So I guess I'm just more bitter than anything. So I like Breeze over Brady personally. But, I mean, it is what it is. I don't have too much, like, flack on that game anyways. So, quick question. Who's going to be here on Sunday night stream? That's my biggest question here. We're going to have a lot of people on this chat Sunday night stream talking Arizona Cardinals, whether we win, whether we lose. We need to go ahead and show up for our Arizona Cardinals, and this is the best opportunity to do this. Now, currently right now, I think we topped off around like 64 people here. After that game, guys, we're going to have over 100 people in this chat. Now, it's going to be so hard for me to even read comments. I'll do my best to read comments. I might have a person help me out just to kind of, look through some different chats and stuff like that. So just future reference, if you're going to be here Sunday night, which I know every single one of you, all you diehard Arizona Cardinal fans are going to be up in this place. We're going to talk everything Cardinals, and we're just going to be so hype, man. It's just going to be so hype. But just keep that in mind. We're going to have a lot of people up in this chat, a lot of people. All right, we got AZ all day with those little hands. He's saying, me, I'll be here, my friend. I got you. Appreciate you. Thank you so very much. Seth Carpenter back in the house saying, I'm very excited this year. I want to thank Kyler Murray for his improvement this upcoming year. I hope so too, man. I hope so too. We got Chaz saying, me. And then Chaz again saying, go Mike. Appreciate you, Chaz. Thank you so much, man. I know you've been following me for quite some time. I always see you on the comments. Appreciate that. Thank you so very much. Oh, wow. Oh, yeah, Jordan. I forgot, Jordan. You're in New York, huh? Oh, yeah, that's so weird. Yeah, that sucks because, like, you have to wait till 4 while we just wait till, like, 1, which, like, I guess just, like, our clocks are different. But, like, yeah, that's crazy. That sucks. Oh, yeah, Highness in the house. Thank you so very much. You guys, please do not forget to drop a like. Drop a like on this YouTube channel or this video, please. That would mean the world to me. If, that's one thing that can probably not stress enough. Anytime you see a video from the AZ Sports Fan, I would hopefully you guys can drop a like. I mean, I know a lot of times I might say some things that you guys don't agree with, but honestly, bottom line, it helps out the channel tremendously. And we're trying to hit stars right now, guys. We're trying to go to the stars. We got 3,000 subscribers right now. We're trying to hit 4 and then 5 and then maybe 10. Once everybody realizes that what we do here, everyone is going to be really excited about joining this community. And honestly, you guys, every single one of you guys make what's worth on this YouTube channel. Like, I do this for you guys. It's for my therapy, especially for football season, but I do this all for you guys. We got Jeff in the house saying, I'll be here. I was trying to get a nap in before night, and this show has me wide up. Perfect. Well, I appreciate you, Jeff. Thank you so much. And I appreciate every single one of you. And I kid you not, if I can give, like, I wish I could give, like, you guys all, like, gifts, but, like, I'm not rich, obviously. But thank you so very much. We will be cutting the stream short here very shortly, just so Jeff can get some sleep. I'm just kidding. We're not doing that just because we're hitting our hour mark. And honestly, it's about time for us to kind of, like, get that shut-eye out. But one last thing I want to do. Now, do this for Jeff. Do this for Jeff because he needs to get a good night's sleep. Let me know what your prediction is right now. All 55 of you guys in this chat right now, let me know who you guys think is going to win. And give me the score, too. Give me the score prediction and who's going to win. If you're a Cardinal fan, please don't be afraid to say San Francisco 49ers. If you really do feel like 49ers are going to win, that's cool. I mean, I'm not going to say anything to you. It's your opinion. So put it on right now. That's how we're going to go ahead and end it. Do it for Jeff. Do it for Jeff. Put it on the comments below. Who's going to win this Sunday and what is going to be the score? That's how we're going to end off. And if you guys can do me one big favor, put a little fist bump on this chat. That's kind of how we end everything here. Like on this YouTube channel, we put those little fist bumps, just kind of like, all right, peace out, man. It's been real. It's been real, y'all. That's how we're going to end it. So we got everybody flying in. Let's see. We have Highness in the house saying 34-26 cards. We got Smoke saying cards. Daniel, 35-31. I love that one. Heck yeah. Jeff saying laugh out loud, 32-28. We're doing it for you, Jeff. Get some good night's sleep, my friend. 32-28 cards. We got some fist bumps in the house. He says, I see a blowout. Hopefully it's not for the Cardinal. Hopefully we're not getting blown out. Okay, he says we're blowing out the 49ers. Okay, perfect. Appreciate that. All right. So cards 21-14. Heck yeah. Guys, thank you so very much. We're going to end it with one last comment here. It's going to be this guy that I'm so sorry I cannot pronounce. I think it's a Keyshawn, and I apologize. You can make fun of me all you want. 27-14. That's how we're going to end it. Drop some fist bumps in the chat. That's all I got for this episode, guys. You guys are the real MVP. I will see you next Sunday, 7. I'll let you know, 6 or 7 p.m. next Sunday. I'll let you guys know. But you will be getting a post-game reaction after the game, probably like 30 minutes after, and then a live stream probably around 6 p.m. or 7 p.m. AZ time. So hope to see every single one of you guys there. It's been a blast. Love talking Arizona Cardinals with you guys. That's all I got for this episode, guys. Thank you so very much, and I am out. Peace.